Good morning, guys. Good morning. Today is Friday, August 26th, 2022. Decided to come back with the video. Didn't come back with it yesterday. Guys, I've been tired. I'm gonna be honest. I've been so tired. And I just needed to rest. It felt good to rest. Did this thing freeze? Sorry, it froze up. Um, I'm wearing my hat today. This hat remind me of my granny, y'all. My granny used to wear hats like this. So I'm wearing my hat today. I got an appointment this morning to go to the fertility doctor to get my second shot. I am doing the cycle of protecting my eggs because, as y'all know, I do not have children and I want children. And I refuse to have chemo like sterilize me where I can't have kids. So I'm doing the cycle of the shots where it protects the eggs to send me into early menopause. And being that I do have PCOS, I have like my eggs produce multiples, quads, all of that. Like I produce more than enough eggs. So they said doing the cycle of shots will protect me as far as becoming sterile. So I thank God for that. But I came back to show y'all the stuff that I use for dry mouth. My mom helped me find some stuff. And this is the brand that I use, the Act Dry Mouth. They have several other brands. This one for a 33 ounce .8 was $8.99. That was kind of the cheaper one because when you like gotta buy this stuff and you gotta continuously buy it, I'm not trying to be going broke buying it. I'm gonna be honest. The I think it was the Listerine brand or something is like $13-14, and I'm like add another $2 to it or $3 to it, I could get 2 bottles for the same size. Or the I think it's another brand too that's like 16 ounces and it's like $14, and I'm like heck no. But when you're traveling or you at work or whatever, just need something for dry mouth, these are good also. I take these to work. I take these on the road, like out with me. I got them in my work bag, my pocketbooks. Really good for dry mouth. Even if you're not going through chemo, if you like diabetic or you just go through having dry mouth symptoms, this stuff is good. It works really good. This box was, I think, $7.99 or $8. I got this stuff from Walmart, guys. Went to Walmart and found it. Works really well. I keep it in all of my bags. I keep it in the car. Um, I got little bottles that I said I was gonna fill up to put the mouthwash in because it, like I said, it helps. Like going through chemo, anyone that knows about going through chemo or know someone who done went through chemo, you get dry mouth constant. Like it feel like cotton. It don't matter how much water you drink. It just it is bad, like, and it is aggravating. So to find stuff that helps with it, it is really helpful. So like I said, my mom helped me find these things. Also, talking about the dry mouth and stuff, we're gonna talk about skin. Your skin becomes so dry and flaky and like just I'm like, wow. So I was asking the doctor about it, and he gonna tell me to ask the nurses. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm African American. The nurses are white, and I said it. I was like, how do you expect me to ask them? And we got two different kind of skin. Like my skin, I'm really not trying to be funny. I'm by far, I'm not racist. I have all nationalities in my family. I'm very open to everything. I love everybody, all races, everything. But I cannot take something that you use on your skin and put it on my skin. We have two different kinds of skin, like period, point blank. Even with someone that's the same nationality as me, I cannot use what you use because my skin is different from yours. So when the girl was telling me, oh, get creams and do this, and I'm looking at her like, all of this stuff you saying to me, I have done, and my skin is still drying out. And she trying to tell me products that is water based. Like when you're going through any kind of treatment that's drying your skin out, water-based products is the last thing you need to be trying to use. That stuff dries you out even more. You need, and I was telling her, like, I use shea butter. I use raw shea butter. She was like, oh, that's not good. It might not be good for your skin, but for my skin, melatonin, like melanin, I'm black, African American, shea butter is excellent. Cocoa butter is excellent. Yes, the cream-based moisturizers like Dove moisturizers that work excellent on my hands, but when I put it like on my arms and legs and stuff, which a lot of people do not understand, your arms, legs, hands, face, all different textures. So what might work on my hands might not work on my arms. What might work on my arms might not work on my face. Like, and vice versa. Like, you have to know what works on what parts of your body, and people don't realize that. So I'm telling her like, no, ma'am, that don't work. Yes, shea butter work for me, but I need something extra. So she was like, well, try ointment. Okay, we getting somewhere. Maybe the ointments will work. Maybe I'll try ointment. So the other nurse, she was catching where I was coming from and basically staying quiet and listening. I was shocked. She was like, "Well, a lot of the other chemo patients told us about this other ointment, and she said it's really thick. It's like a Eucerin or like a what is that other stuff? It's not Aquaphor, but is a different brand, is a little thicker. So now I'm trying to find that because when she showed it to me, my grandmother used to use that on my grandfather. And my grandfather's skin was really dry. Like he had really dry skin. And that stuff used to have him so moist, greased all day. So we're looking for that now. And I told her, like, thank you. You know, I wouldn't have never thought to go back old school. Sometimes you got to go back and resort back to what our grandparents used to use. Instead of using all of this stuff now that's broke down and they adding other stuff to it, that stuff is not good for our skin. Like, in period, it is not good for your skin. Like, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Yeah, smell good, all of that, but no. And I'm into natural stuff. Some stuff, like, I love cocoa butters and stuff like that, but I buy big blocks of shea butter. Like, I order it from back over in Africa. Like, I go on the website, I order it from Africa, like 5 pounds and all that, 10 pounds of the raw shea butter, and I break it down myself and mix it up because I used to buy it from an African guy, but my thing is I don't really know what you breaking this stuff down with. Yeah, it smells so good, but I'd rather do it myself. So I put the coconut, pearl raw coconut oil in it, the unrefined one, and I know what I'm putting in it on my own. Like, so I know if I break out from it, it's something that I done put in it and I need to change. So that's how I look at stuff now. Like, especially going through this journey, like I said in my last video, I'm learning myself all over again. I'm learning trigger points with my skin. I'm learning like just environmental stuff that's triggering me that never triggered me. Like, I would go outside, wouldn't have a reaction to certain stuff. Now I go outside just on my front porch, come back in, I'm broke out in hives. Like, I have to, it's different stuff that I gotta see what's bothering me as far as like environmental outside stuff that I'm eating. Like, it's a lot of stuff that's cause and effect when it comes to going through chemo that you deal with. And what I'm dealing with more now is fighting, like, I'm praying I don't get a sinus infection because around this time of year, like going into September, weather trying to break, I get a really bad sinus infection and my nose has been running. Like, it's been running for like the past month, but it's like really doing a number on me now. And I'm like, please, Lord, I cannot get sick. My doctor keeps saying you cannot afford to get sick. You cannot afford to lose weight. I need you to hold your weight. Check the scale this morning. I done lost 8 pounds since Monday. That has got me scared. Like, I'm like, Lord, he's telling me I need to hold the weight. I cannot afford to lose the weight because going through chemo, you're going to already lose weight, but not at that dramatic number. So it's just like a lot right now. But spoke to my surgeon yesterday, and the surgeon that I was gonna have do my breast surgery decided against using her. I'm gonna use my surgeon that I'm comfortable with, and found out a lot. When it's good when you have a good relationship with your doctors and when you could entrust them to be honest with you. She was so honest with me, and she was like, Miss Tatum, I'm not telling you to use me. She said, but I have looked into this doctor that you was going to use, and she was like, the feedback was not good. She was like, I understand you said that when you met her, you felt comfortable. She said, but the feedback wasn't good, and I would not feel right if I did not be honest with you. And then you go on and get on the table with someone that has done bounced from hospital to hospital and now got her own practice because she's not, basically can't function with in a hospital setting. So that alarmed me a little bit. So made the decision to stick with the surgeon I know. Like I said before, you got to advocate for you, but sometimes when your doctor advocate for you and you know that they're genuine about it, you got to take what they're saying and take it as stride. And I did, because I could have like, no, I feel comfortable, and God forbid, who knows what would have happened or what could happen on that table if I do not listen to what the surgeon that I already entrusted, who did a successful surgery on me, did not have no complications, no issues, and has been there since day one, still there. And when she found out that I was going through this whole new thing in my life, she was like, she almost broke down in the room when I told her. She was like, just give me a minute. And doctors don't never get vested with their patients like that. Like, I thank God for my doctor. Like, her name is Dr. Cameron Askew. She's excellent. When I say excellent, she's at Brookwood Medical. She is excellent. Excellent. Like, and I didn't know that she do like breast surgeries, and that she basically her secondary is dealing with any type of breast, like what I'm going through. Like, she was so educated on the HER2 positive. She was sitting there on the phone with me and breaking it down, and was like, I just need you to know, if they didn't tell you, the form of breast cancer you have is like, I have a BRC. Now, my GYN was telling me the BRC, but at the time when she called me and was telling me this, I was still in distraught mode. Like, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear what she had to say. I was hearing her, but wasn't hearing her. So when my doctor was saying it to me yesterday, Dr. Askew, I was like, I understand what you're saying. I remember my GYN saying this to me, but I wasn't clicking in it. Like, it wasn't clicking at the time. Basically, being that, which I showed y'all my genetics on one of the videos. If you do not remember, go back to the video and watch it. Please do not ask me, because it's on a video. And I'm saying that I done did a whole video on it. Go watch it. But BRC type 2 that I have is HER2 positive breast cancer, and I have a ovarian cervical cancer gene, which I remember my GYN saying to me, we have to talk about removing your ovaries. And I flipped out. I mean, flipped out. I was like, you're not removing shit. Like, I was literally cursing at this woman. I said, I don't give a damn what you say. I'm already going through enough. How dare you tell me you're going to take away for me to have a child? Like, I don't have no children. Like, I'm not one of them women who don't want kids. I want kids. I just decided to wait. And now sometimes I be mad at myself, like, why the hell did you wait so long? But I can't be mad at me, because I was trying to get me together. I refuse to have my child or children struggle. Like, I refuse. I did not want to be that mother that's like, oh, baby, you can't have this, you can't have that, or this, that, and the third. And to be honest, I wanted to live my life. Like, I didn't want to be in my 20s with a baby. Like, I wanted to live, and I lived. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't regret nothing I did. I have lived my life. Like, I have done it all. I don't regret nothing I've done. But when looking back on it, was like, maybe I was a little selfish, because now it's like, fuck, like, what if I can't have a baby the way I want to? What if I need help with it? Which is all fine and dandy. If I gotta get, fertility to get help with it, oh well, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to have, after all of this whole process, do what I want and bear a child. Because I don't care what it is, I'm gonna have a baby. Point blank, period. I don't give a damn. Like, end of the day, Tasha will be having one once she go through all of this. So, she was just sitting there like, well, you have 9 years. I said, you is just a doctor. God has the last say so. Yeah, medical saying 9 years, but baby, if it goes longer than 9 years, then it go longer than 9 years. But she's basically telling me you gotta, oh, I recommend that you have a full hysterectomy within the next 2 years. Oh, I cursed that lady out. My GYN, yes, cursed her out. Then had an appointment with her the next week and canceled that shit. Like, I'm gonna be honest, because I was still mad. Like, lady, I already feel some type of way about you because you're the one that told me I had stage 3 breast cancer. So I'm really not feeling you right now. Like, and I told her this to her face. Like, I understand that you had to tell me what's going on with me, but I'm not feeling you. And then for you to call me and no sympathy, no nothing, just telling me, oh, I'm recommending that you get a full hysterectomy. No, bitch, you get one. Like, and I said it just like that. Anybody know me? No, I do not care. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. She was like, oh, Miss Tatum. I said, oh, Dr. Craner, what you inhaling, exhaling for? I'm not getting nothing. I don't have no children. The hell wrong with you? I'm going to have a baby before I do anything. Okay, after that first pregnancy, we do what we got to do. But until then, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not hysterectomy and pulling nothing, cutting, tipping nothing. The only thing Tasha's doing is going to get her daggone eggs, get them protected. That's it. For right now, you're not cutting, slicing, dicing, nothing. So when I spoke to my surgeon, Dr. Askew, she was like, what? She was like, we do not got to do all of that right now. Like, you have a few years down the road where we could talk about this, but I want you to know that that's the next steps. Like, due to you having the gene trait and it's so high that within the future, this is what we looking at. She said, but it's no time soon. She said, so I don't know why she would even say that. See, and this is where I go back to saying some doctors care and some doctors just seem like they care. Like, I entrust my medical care in Dr. Askew. I entrust her with it. Like, if I didn't, I wouldn't have sent her all of my records. I wouldn't have gave her access to all of my stuff. Like, I signed documents so she can get all of my records from my other doctor. Yes, I need you to go over everything and make sure that I'm getting the proper care that I'm supposed to be getting. Which, when she said to me, your doctor, your medical oncologist, she said he's excellent. She said Dr. Christopher Wang is excellent. She said, she said, I would not tell you to leave from him. She said, excellent doctor. She said his whole team is excellent. She said she was just sketchy about the surgeon. She said, and then being that I didn't even meet the plastic surgeon, she said, I was supposed to met them together. She was like, I have a problem with that. No doctor is going to be honest with you. They just going to be like, look, is the money. She was like, she said, Miss Tatum, I wouldn't be hurt if you don't come to me. She said, because it's not about the fun. She said, but it's about your safety and coming out off that table the way you went on it alive. And I respect that. I respect that 100%. When she said that to me in her office, I knew it was genuine. She was like, the way that when you came to me last year and I told you up front and everything, she said it's going to be the same way this roll if you decide to go with me or not. She said, if you don't, I'm not offended. When she looked over my records, I missed her call on Tuesday. So she called me Thursday. And because she goes to she's a surgeon, like I said, so Wednesday she has surgery. She does surgeries. So Thursday she called me and I wasn't alarmed by the phone call. It was basically going over everything, and I made the decision she will be, she's on the team now. So she contacted Dr. Wong. He knows everything is okay, like everything is a go. And I feel more comfortable now with this process, because before it was like, I don't know how it's gonna work with going through I'd be joking and be like, I'm getting new racks, but I was scared as hell because the lady was explaining to me, but she never once explained to me about the plastics that come with it. Like, and my cousin was telling me about it, and she explained to me a lot and was giving me a lot of information. And I thank her for that. Like, I thank her 100% for that. But I'm like, damn, the doctor was supposed to tell me all of this. Not my cousin, like the doctor. Anyway, this video went a little longer than it was supposed to. But sometimes you just gotta let it all out. Just let y'all know. But one of my homegirls on Facebook, she asked me on a post, Kiki, she asked me, she was like, about my vitamins and stuff. I can still take my vitamins. It's not an issue with me taking vitamins. I take my vitamins daily. It's just that, which you all know, I did have surgery last year, weight loss surgery. But it's certain things like that you can do to like plateau your weight loss, and I've been doing it. But me not thinking, yeah, I'm plateauing the weight loss, because I have been on like a steady roll. I've been between like 268, 264 for like 270, 264 for like the past month. I've been trying to keep my weight there. Even though my goal was 250, I'm not scared to say how much I weigh, guys. I don't give a damn. I came from 409 pounds. I wish a nigga would say something to me about, oh, you 200 and some pounds. I don't care. When you got all that weight on your back and I was still pushing and doing what I was supposed to do, and you would have never known I was 409 pounds looking at me because I was still moving. Right now at 260 something, I was screaming from the rooftops. But when I looked at that scale and it said 260, I was nervous because I'm like, Monday when I went for chemo, I literally was 268, guys. Like, I done lost 8 pounds within not even a full 5 days. That's scary. That's very scary, especially going through chemo and your doctor is telling you, I need you to hold your weight, because basically that's, you gotta keep your weight up. We cannot keep dropping. You cannot keep dropping. So with that being said, I had to shoot a, email and stuff to the doctors. Gotta keep them abreast of what's going on. And they probably gonna be calling me in to do some labs next week, so I ain't even gonna be alarmed if I get called in to do those. But they're gonna be checking levels. He probably gonna want to check iron levels, all these levels. Not even alarmed by it. I done embraced it. It's whatever. They be on it. They want to know every little thing. When you are going through any kind of treatment, if your doctor is not on it and doing lab work every time you go in there, you need to question them. When I say question them, I mean it. You need to figure out why they're not checking your labs, especially before chemo. Before chemo, guys, you must get blood work done. Before they put the port, access your port, well, they're going to access your port regardless. But before they hook you up to your first treatment, make sure your labs have came back and that them nurses has checked all of your stats and all of your levels. Because if your body is not up for chemo that day, do not take it. If you do not feel good that day, do not take it. Do not be scared to cancel your treatment for the day and do it the next day. Because sometimes if you push your body, it could be your last push. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just be honest with you up front. Sometimes you cannot push yourself. Sometimes your body say stop. Sometimes your body saying, I need a break. Like, I just need to chill. And I'm saying this because it might be somebody out there who's just still pushing through and not getting these labs done. Before any chemo treatment, you're supposed to get labs ran on you. If your doctors is saying that ain't true, something wrong with them. That's the first thing that they said to me. Before we even hook you up to the machines, we are running your blood for everything. Make sure all of your levels is good. Iron level, potassium, everything. I mean, everything in the blood, they checking it. They are checking it. And they checking to make sure that the chemo is actually doing what it's supposed to do. Like, is doing the helping and curing, even though it make you feel like death, but it's actually curing and doing what it's supposed to do. So they check all of that beforehand, guys. Like, make sure y'all are educating people who y'all know that's going through this, or if you going through this, educate yourself before you sit in these chairs, before you sit there for these hours and get all of